Okay, this is as you all know that shares can be issued for cash also on a consideration basis other than cash. Normally, we issue shares on consideration basis to local public, general public, whereas the consideration basis when we issue shares, the members who are eligible for that scheme are the promoters, the underwriters, and the vendors. So only we can issue on a consulting basis to these three members. That means they must be a part of our business. So they are our business members, suppliers, who we call as vendors, promoters, who have made a business to get registered. And also, we are buying a new business. So we will be having one more vendor and also the underwriters who help us in getting our shares subscribed. So these are the members who are eligible for consideration basis. And also one thing you have to understand that everyone will not accept for shares. That means now I'll give you an example. I am having a business and I'm running a business where I deal with some products and the supplier of those products is Hemant. So for example, Hemant is the supplier. And now during this month of October alone, he has provided goods worth of rupees 1 lakh. Now he is asking me to make the payment of 1 lakh. So I am making a payment of 1 lakh. Now what happens is I don't have 1 lakh with me. I have got only 80,000. But instead of paying him the cash of 80,000 or 1 lakh, I am having a negotiation talk with him stating that, hey, listen, my company has good reach in the market and its face value is also increasing day by day. Instead of making you the payment of the goods by cash, why don't you accept the shares of my company? And he is also finding it okay, fine, no issue, and he may get the shares of my company. Here, there is a plus and also a minus. At this point of time, my company shares are going in a good state. That means they are getting a good price and the face value is increasing. But as soon as he gets shares of my company, if suppose the price of the shares started to fall, no one can help him out. But one thing, the plus is, if suppose he receives his money, the liquid cash from me, obviously he will be using it in his business. When he is going to get money from me, obviously he will be using it in the business once again. But instead, if he buy the share of my company, he can able to ensure that his money, the principal amount, is safe. Not only that, he can also ensure that the money what he has invested in the share will be earning something called dividend. So if you are a shareholder, you will be getting dividend. Able to understand? Hello? Hello? Can you able to understand, ma? Hello? Students, can you able to understand? Hello, were you able to understand? Hello, am I audible? Okay, so the plus point is your principal money. In this case, as you gave 1 lakh rupees, that 1 lakh rupees will be as such, it won't go anywhere. But if you are using it in the business, again, there is a possibility of profit or loss. So, this way, if he thinks he will go for buying the shares, or if he is very particular, no, I don't want your money and all. I mean, I don't want your shares and all. I want only money. Then no other go. You have to pay him money alone. Okay. So this is how we will be having a differences. Okay. When we are going to issue shares, or if he denies for getting the share. So always remember, it is not compulsory that he has to get the money from you, or he has to get only shares from you. There is a possibility that he can get shares, or he can go with demanding for money, or there is a third possibility, combination of both. 50% you pay cash, 50% you pay share. This is a third possibility. So now look at the journal entry for the promoters, that's for underwriters. As I say, underwriters will charge commission. We call that as underwriters commission. So normally there will be a due entry for underwriters, and later you will settle those dues. So due entry and receipt entry. So due entry will be underwriters commission account debited to underwriters account. To whom you are going to pay? To underwriters. So obviously you have to open an account in the name of underwriters. Let me share my screen to you. Kindly confirm whether my screen is visible to you all or not. Yes, Kamali. Yes, ma. I saw you. I admitted you. Yes, ma. Okay, just a minute. How about now? Hello? How about now? Okay, ma. Since I am also recording in my mobile, there will be an echo. Okay, is my screen visible? Okay. So the entry for the underwriters. So for underwriters, you pay commission, which we call it as underwriters commission. So we will open an account in this name, underwriters commission. And also the another account will be underwriters account. So these two are the accounts which we have to open. The entry will be as follows. First entry will be for the due entry. That is underwriters commission due. For this, the entry is underwriters commission account debit to underwriters account. So first we have to pass the due entry, and then only you are going to make the payment entry. So the next entry is payment to underwriters. So what will be the entry? Underwriters account will be debited because underwriters are an individual. They are also a company. Okay, because they are running as a company. There are different underwriting companies. So to one particular company we are going to make. They'll come under the personal account. As per the personal account rule, the entry will be as debit the receiver and credit the giver. So here underwriters are the receiver of money. So debit the underwriter's account. And how you are going to make a payment? By issuing shares. So you'll have to make that two share capital account. This is how you'll make the payment. So payment entry will come after the due entry. So remember, for underwriters, why do we pay? Because we are availing their service. What service? When we issue the share to the public, our shares are not getting subscribed by the public to the maximum. So in order to sell those unsubscribed shares to the public, we go and seek the help of these underwriters. And the underwriters will give the maximum guarantee that our shares will get subscribed, and they will take all the effort to get those shares subscribed. For this, they are charging commission, which we call it as underwriters commission. And we will have to pass entry for the underwriters commission due in the manner underwriters commission account debit to underwriters account. Followed by that, we have to make a payment in such a way that underwriters account debit to share capital. Suppose if we are going to make the payment in a part basis, that is by cash and also by share capital means, then we have to break into in such a way that underwriters commission account debited to share capital account to cash account. So to what extent you are paying in terms of cash will be recorded against cash, and to what extent we record or we make a payment in terms of share capital will be recorded against share capital. Is it clear to you, man? Hello? Is it clear to you all? Hello? Hello? Is it clear to you? Right. Now come to the question. That is the illustration number 32. Those are using 20 edition. It is 32 illustration. Tiny Toys Limited purchased the business of Ram Brothers for rupees 1,80,000. Now tell me, who's the vendor in this concept? Who's the purchaser? Who's the vendor? Hello? Am I audible? Okay, now Okay, tell me who's the purchaser and who's the vendor. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Ram Brothers is the vendor. Okay, they purchased for rupees 1,08,000 payable in fully paid equity shares of rupees 10 each. So now it is given very clearly that you are going to settle Ram Brothers by issuing equity shares. That is very clearly mentioned. Okay, it is payable in fully paid equity shares. So 1,80,000 is the amount you have to make it to Ram Brothers. So now let's make it to understand. Ram Brothers have to make a payment of 1,80,000 rupees. Okay, how you are going to settle? By issuing shares. What is the face value of one share? Good. So if you want to clear 1,80,000, how much you have to issue? How many shares you need to issue if you want to settle 1,80,000? That's what. So 18,000 shares at the rate of rupees 10 has to be issued to settle Ram Brothers. Why we are finding this is when we write the narration, we have to mention how many shares at the rate of what price has been issued. Okay, here they have said two things. You are going to issue shares, okay, to settle 1,80,000 in two ways. One is at par. So this is at par. The another way they say at the premium of 20%. Okay, the second concept is okay, issuing shares 20% premium. Now tell me the premium amount. What is the premium amount? What is the premium amount? Good. 2 rupees. Correct. Okay. So rupees 2. How you got this? You have to substitute. Okay. Substitute 20 percentage on the face value of the share. That is rupees 10. So 10 rupees into 20 by 100. This will give me rupees 2. Now, what is our issue price if we adopt premium method? If we adopt premium method, what is the issue price? Hello? How much? Good. So it is rupees 12. Now, according to this, we will have some change in the number of shares to be issued. Okay, that means amount to be settled is 1 lakh 80. Okay, amount to settle is rupees 1 lakh 80. Number of shares to be issued is it, okay, will be what? We have to find out that only. Okay, number of shares to be issued is what? For this only we have a formula. Okay, let's just take on the formula. Number of shares to be issued is equal to purchase consideration. Purchase consideration should be divided by the issue price of a share. Issue price of a share. Okay, so this is the formula. Kindly take down this formula and remember, whenever you are getting a problem under issue of shares on a consideration basis other than cash, ensure that you are writing the formula and finding the number of shares to be issued. Don't go without formula. Even so, one mark question. Am I making sense to you? Formula carries mark. Is it clear to you all? Okay, so according to the given situation, I have to find out number of shares to be issued. So what I'm going to do, the amount to be settled is 1 lakh 80,000 will be divided by issue price. Now what is my issue price? If I adopt premium method, 12 rupees. So when I do this, I'll get the number of shares that needs to be issued. So here how many shares? Here how many shares I have to issue? Yes, ma. Soluma. I'm unable to hear you. Hello? Hello? Soluma? Yes, ma. Is it so? Ma, how about others? Ma, Shivapriya, Hemant, Ananto, for you and all? Pardon? Okay. Then I think there'll be some network issue. But don't worry. I am recording this session also. Once I upload in YouTube, I'll send the link to you also. Okay. Sarvani, Ranjana, Sarvani and Ranjana. Now is it okay? Okay. So now I have derived here the number of shares that needs to be issued if I'm using premium method. So now see, if I'm using the par method, that is 10 rupees face value to settle 1 lakh 80,000, I should issue 18,000 shares. But if I'm using the premium method, then if I give only 15,000 shares, I'll able to clear my dues. So this is how the method will give a difference in the number of shares to be issued. Now let's see the journal entry in this problem. The first journal, what you have to do, you have to pass for the purchase of business. So for the purchase of business, what you are doing is sundry assets debited to Ram Brothers because they are not given you any liability values. They are just given you purchase of business. So when you purchase a business, it becomes an asset. So that's why sundry asset debited to from whom you are purchasing? From Ram Brothers. So that entry of passing the first one. Sundry assets account debited to Ram Brothers account. The value is going to be as how much? 1,80,000. And you write the narration as being okay business purchase. What will be the next journal? The settlement entry. So settlement they are said you to pass under two circumstances. One at par, the another at premium. So you have to make sure the first one issue at par. Okay, shares issue at par. Shares issued at par. What will be the journal? What will be the journal? Hello? Can anyone tell me a journal for this transaction? Very good. Okay. So Ram Brothers account debited to equity share capital account. The value will be as 1,80,000 and you will mention it as being 18,000 shares issued at the rate of rupees 10 each. Any doubt in this? Hello? Okay. The next one is at premium. The second one, we are going to pass shares issued at premium. So for this, I already said you, whenever premium comes, you should open an account in the name of security premium reserve account. Do you remember? Whenever we are having a premium, security premium reserve account has to be opened. So here the entry will be as Ram Brothers account debited to security premium reserve account, followed by that to equity share capital account. Any doubt in the entry? Hello? Any doubt in the entry? Okay. Deriving the value. In Ram Brothers, you'll write the due amount 1,80,000. And over here, in security premium, you have to do in such a way that how many shares you are issuing when you issue at premium. We have got 15,000 shares. So you should make sure as 15,000 into the premium amount is 2 rupees. So write the premium amount and 30,000 will be your premium. Followed by that, here in the share capital is 15,000 shares into the face value 10. That will give you 1,50,000. So altogether, you will get the amount of 1,80,000. Any doubt in understanding this problem? Hello? Any doubt in this problem? Okay. Now, moving on to the next problem. 33rd problem. Check out what is given the problem. It is said that Rajan Limited purchased a running business from Vikas Limited. So, who's the purchaser? Who's the vendor? Who's the vendor? Good. Vikas Limited is the vendor. So, we need to pay only to Vikas Limited. Okay. What are the things is given the question? Let's see. For a sum of rupees 2,50,000 payable as rupees 2,20,000 in fully paid equity shares of rupees 10 each and balance by a bank draft. So here the remaining amount will be paid in bank draft. What do you mean by bank draft? What do you mean by bank draft? Check. Okay. It is not like that. It is like the demand draft is what you say as bank draft. Not check in terms of demand draft. Okay, we can call this as bank draft also. Okay. Hello. Okay. Now they are also given us the assets and liabilities considered of following: plant and machinery 90,000 rupees, building 90,000 rupees, sundry debtors 30,000 rupees, stock 50,000 rupees, cash 20,000 rupees, sundry creditors rupees 20,000. Now what you need to do? First you will pass on the entry for the assets and the liabilities taken over. Okay. So in the question they are given three things. I'll write the question in a nutshell. Rajan, sorry. So Rajan purchased business from Vikas Limited. Okay. Rajan agreed to pay Vikas an amount of rupees 2,50,000, rupees 2,20,000 to be paid by share and remaining in bank draft. That is, out of 2,50,000, if 2,20,000 is paid by cash means, I mean by shares means, how much will be remaining? What's the remaining? Good. So this is what I said. Always the vendors will not accept the entire amount in terms of shares itself. Sometimes they may ask you to pay some amount by shares and remaining amount by cash. This is a second combination. Both they are accepting. Cash to some extent, shares to some extent. Okay. And now we are given some input like plant and machinery and then data, stock, cash, all those things. Okay. So let me take out the assets. That means plant and machinery account debited. Okay, followed by that, building account. What will happen to building? Debit or credit? Building will be debit or credited. Sundry debtors, sundry debtors account, good, debit. Stock account, good. And then your cash account, okay. Your sundry creditors account, credit, okay. And remember, here you have also agreed to make a payment of 250 total amount to a vendor. So vendor account should also come into this journal. When you are buying all these assets, when you are taking over these assets from this liability, and you should also ensure this liability amount also. So to Vikas Limited. Any doubt in this? It's a liability. Correct. Now write the values of these assets. Plant and machinery 90. Your building is how much? 90. Your debtors is how much? 30,000. Your stock is how much? 50,000. Your cash is how much? 20,000. Now come to your creditors. How much is your creditors? How much is your creditors, ma? 20,000 rupees. Okay, what is the amount that you have promised to make Vikas Limited? What is the amount that you are going to 2 lakh 50? Okay. Now these are the inputs which I got it. As I said in the morning, your total debit and your total credit must be equal. That means if suppose you have some shortage, depending upon the debit shortage means it should be for goodwill. If it is a shortage in the credit, it should be documented to which account? If it is a shortage on the credit means to which account? Very good. Now you check out 90,000 plus 90,000, 1 lakh 80, 1 lakh 80 plus 30 will be 1 lakh 10, 1 lakh 10 plus 20 will be 1 lakh 30. Correcta? Huh? Now 1 lakh 13 சொல்லிருக்கேன். கரெக்டா? யாருமே அப்ப ஏன் அது சொல்லவே இல்ல? இங்க வந்து 1 lakh 18 சொன்னேன். அப்ப 1 lakh 80 plus 30ங்கிற போது 2 lakh 10 சொல்லணும். நான் இங்க இருந்து தப்பு பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சேன். 1 lakh 10 சொன்னேன். யாருமே அது தப்புன்னு சொல்லவே இல்ல. அப்ப தூங்குறீங்களா? கண்ணுங்களா? மா? Max students? Ananto? Aarti? Shipriya? I made a mistake here. I thought you correct it, but you didn't. Hey, sleep. Sorry, sorry, okay. So 90, 90, 1 lakh 80, 1 lakh 80 plus 30 will be at 2 lakh 10. 2 lakh 10 plus 50 will be as 2 lakh 60. 2 lakh 60 plus 20 is 2 lakh 80. But here if you see, you have got 2 lakh 50 plus 20, 2 lakh 70. Which side is heavier? Which side is heavier? Debit or credit? So the shortage is coming in which side? Debit side or credit side? Good. So that should be documented again. 2 capital reserve account and the amount is how much? 10,000. Able to understand? Hello? Can you able to understand? Okay. Now this is the total purchases and the payment whatever you undertaken when you buy a business. Okay, so business of Vikas Limited purchase. You will write the narration. Now coming, yes, ma. This journal should be in the book of the purchaser, Rajan Limited. Okay. Now coming up the payment entry. So payment is going to be done to Vikas Limited. So Vikas Limited account will be debited. And how you are going to make the payment? By shares to some extent and by cash to some extent. So you'll write that to equity share capital, equity share capital account and to bank account because you are using bank draft also. So what you'll do is you'll write the value of a share, the 2 lakh 50,000 which you are agreed to pay him. In terms of capital, you know the amount here, 2 lakh 20. And in terms of bank draft, you know the value, 30,000. But in writing the narration, you should know how many shares you are going to issue. Just check it out. Have they given you the face value of the share in the question? Have they given you the face value of the share in the question? So, formula to be applied. Okay, you have the formula which is already mentioned here. Write this formula in the working notes for this journal also in the side wise somewhere else. Okay, and after writing this formula, substitute the amount, you will get the amount to be paid as, sorry, number of shares to be issued. So that means 2 lakh 20,000 should be divided by 10. That will give you number of shares to be issued, 22,000 shares. So you'll write here in the narration, being 22,000 shares of rupees 10 each issued. You can close your narration and balance by bank draft. But suppose you may say, sir, question என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கேன் சார் 2,50,000 payment 2,20 30 years share இவ்வளவு bank draft இவ்வளவு entry போட்டு என்ன சார் இந்த number of shares போல இதுக்கு போய் மார்க் குறைக்கிறீங்க மார்க் குறைக்கிறதாவது நான் பண்ணுவேன் போர்டில் மார்க்கே தராமக்கு போகலாம். ஸோ இந்த calculation is very important. இந்த சம்ம பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இதான் how many shares are going to issue அதை calculate பண்றது தான் main objective. Able to understand? ஸோ இந்த ஃபார்முலா போட்டு எவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட் செட்டில் பண்ணணும் எவ்வளோ ஷேரோட ஃபேஸ் வேல்யூ பண்ணீங்கன்னா யூல் கெட் த வேல்யூ. இஸ் இட் கிளியர் டு யூ? எனி டவுட்? Hello? Okay. Now I'll deal with the 34th problem also. I want you people to go ahead with 35th problem from your end and also the remaining 36 and 37. There are three problems which we will be discussing in tomorrow's session in the classroom. But before that, I want you all to go and have a view whether you can able to understand or not. Is it clear to you? I will deal with 35th problem now. Okay? Hello? Okay. Look at the 35th problem. It was said like pass necessary journal entries for the following transaction in the books of Gopal Limited. First one, purchase furniture for rupees 2,50,000 from Miss Furniture Mart. The payment to Miss Furniture Mart was made by issuing equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 25%. So 10 rupees is the face value, but at 25 percentage premium you are going to issue. First entry what you have to pass. You have bought furniture. So for the purchase of furniture, you should pass the entry. Don't go straight away with the payment entry. You should first write the purchase entry. So furniture account debited. Two, Miss Furniture Mart account. What is the value of furniture? What's the value of furniture? 2 lakh 50. So you'll write 2 lakh 50 in the first journal. Now second, the payment entry. How much you have to pay now? To settle the payment, how much you have to pay? What's the amount for payment? Hello? What's the payment entry, man? Hello? Okay. Purchases, uh, the Miss Furniture Mart account debited to equity share capital account. Correct? But here, you are going to issue the share in premium. So we have to calculate how many shares to be issued, and also we have to use security premium reserve account. Able to understand? மா புரியுதா? இங்க பிரீமியம்ல நீங்க வந்து ஷேர் செட்டில் பண்றீங்க. சோ அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? செக்யூரிட்டி பிரீமியம் ரிசர்வ் அக்கவுண்ட் கிரியேட் பண்ணணும். அதே மாதிரி you should know how many shares you are going to issue. So first let me calculate the premium amount. So you have to calculate 25 percentage on 10 rupees. So what will be your premium amount? What is the premium amount? That is 2 rupees 50 paise. 2 ரூபா 50 பைசா. Okay. So that means your issue price will be 12 rupees 50 paise. Can you able to understand? Because premium is 2 rupees 50 paise. The original face value is 10 rupees. Altogether, your issue price will be 12 rupees 50 paise. Is it clear to you? Hello? This is your premium. This is your issue price. Okay. Now substitute number of shares to be issued that we have to calculate, right? So calculate it. What is the amount you have to settle? What is the amount you have to settle? 2,50,000. Okay. So this has to be divided with how much? 2,50,000 should be divided with what's the issue price? 12.50. So now it given me how many shares to be issued. So how many shares I have to issue? How many shares I have to issue, ma? Hello? 20,000 shares. So that means 20,000 shares at the rate of rupees 10 and 20,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2.50. Only then I will be able to clear my dues. So I'm just copying the old entry where I got this security premium account. I'm using it in this, but I have to change the name. Here I'll be having a Miss Furniture, Miss Furniture account debit to security premium reserve to equity share capital. Now change the amount and the value. That is 20,000 shares at the rate of 2.5. Similarly, 20,000 shares at the rate of 10. So what will happen? This will become as 2 lakh, and obviously this you can make it as 50,000. Can you able to understand? Hello? 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 Am I audible to you? Okay. So the next one, okay, the next one, if you see, they said purchased a running business from Aman Limited for a sum of rupees 15,000. So what is that 15,000 is? What does, sorry, not 15,000, 15 lakhs. What does that 15 lakhs denotes to? Very good. That 15 lakhs is purchase consideration. And what they said, the payment of rupees 12 lakh was made by issue of fully paid equity shares. So that means out of that 15 lakhs, up to 12 lakhs, you are going to issue shares. The remaining, you are going to make it by bank draft. That means how much you have to make it by bank draft? Out of 15 lakhs, if 12 lakh is going to be your shares, then what is the remaining amount for bank draft? What is the remaining amount of bank draft, ma? Hello? 3 lakhs. Good. So 3 lakhs is the amount you have to pay by bank draft. So apart from that, here they have given you the assets, whatever you have taken up. Plant and machinery is plant for 3,50,000, stock for 4,50,000, land for 6 lakhs. So add this value 4 lakh 50 plus 3 lakh 50 will be 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs plus 6 lakhs, 14 lakhs. Correct? Am I right? 14 lakhs is in your debit. Now, look at the credit. How much is the amount you are going to pay for? How much is the amount that you are going to pay for the Aman Limited purchase consideration value? 15 lakhs. Hello? The amount payable to Aman Limited is how much? 15 lakhs. And how much is your sundry creditors? 1 lakh. So 15 lakh plus 1 lakh is 16 lakhs. So in your debit you have got 14 lakhs, but in your credit you have got 16 lakhs. Now where is the shortage? How will you record the shortage as? If the debit side you are getting shortage, it should be recorded as goodwill account. That's it. So you'll open goodwill account and you'll write 2 lakhs. You'll clear this entry and then you'll show the payment entry. Aman Limited account debited to equity share capital to bank. In equity share capital, you'll write 12 lakhs. In the bank, you'll write 3 lakhs. But you should ensure how many shares you are going to issue. Here, you are going to issue the shares at par only. So that means 12 lakhs should be divided by 10. That means 1 lakh 20,000 equity shares you are going to issue. Am I clear to you? Hello? Can everyone able to understand? Yes. So there are three problems which is left over. Problem number 34, problem number 36 and 37. Try to understand the concept and try to link the journal entries. If you have any doubt, tomorrow in the class session we'll clear it out. Shall we wind up the session? Any doubts you have got? Students, can we wind up the session or any doubts you have got? Things are clear? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.